Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Max AC channel. For this month's theme, we will be doing our third round of AniMay, where we will be making 4 more recipes inspired by 4 different animated pieces of entertainment. For our first episode this round, we will be returning to Pelican Town from Stardew Valley to make some shrimp cocktail. For this recipe, you will need 1 pound of grape tomatoes, 4 or so cloves of garlic, 1 shallot, 5 tablespoons of olive oil, some salt, 1½ teaspoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, if you have some extra, for an optional boost to the tomato flavors, an 1/8 teaspoon of ground clove, an 1/8 teaspoon of ground allspice, 2 pounds of jumbo shrimp with tails on if desired, some black pepper, 2 to 3 tablespoons of grated horseradish, 2 tablespoons or 1 lemon's worth of juice, 1½ teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, and some hot sauce for some optional heat. This will make about 6 to 8 servings, so adjust as needed. First, preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and while we wait, we'll prepare the cocktail sauce. So for your tomatoes, slice these in half. For your shallot, slice these into thin slices. And for your garlic, give the cloves a light smashing. Then in a baking dish, combine the grape tomatoes, garlic, shallots, and 3 tablespoons of the olive oil. Season this liberally with salt and stir to combine. Your oven should be done preheating by now, so once your tomato mixture is ready, place it in the oven and let it roast for about 60 to 80 minutes, or until the tomatoes become very soft, their skins are shriveled and start to brown, and they have released most of their juices. While this is roasting, make sure to stir every 15 to 20 minutes to keep things from burning. Then once that's done to your liking, remove the pan from the oven and then add in the honey, tomato paste, ground cloves, and allspice, mixing all of this together. Then return the pan to the oven and cook this for 10 to 15 additional minutes. Then when everything is fully cooked, allow the roasted tomato mixture to sit at room temperature to cool completely. While we wait for that to cool, we'll cook the shrimp, so for your oven, increase the oven temperature to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. While we wait for this, if you haven't already defrosted your shrimp, do this now by running them over with some room temperature water for 5 to 10 minutes. Then dry these off, and then in a bowl, toss the shrimp with the remaining 2 tablespoons of olive oil and season them with salt and pepper. Once everything is mixed evenly, spread the shrimp in a single layer onto a large baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Then, once the oven is done preheating, roast the shrimp for about 10 minutes or until they turn opaque and are cooked through. Once your shrimp are fully cooked, remove them from the oven and allow them to cool while we finish up the cocktail sauce. Using a food processor, immersion blender, or a masher, blend or mash your tomato mixture until smooth. Then transfer the mixture into a bowl and then add in the horseradish, lemon juice, Worcestershire sauce, and hot sauce. Stir this all together until smooth, and season to taste with some more lemon juice and salt if needed. The cocktail sauce will be thick, so if you prefer a thinner sauce, just stir in a splash or so of water to thin it out to your desired thickness. Once everything is ready, you may place everything in the fridge for an hour or so and store it prepared for up to a week if you wish to serve it chilled. But once you're ready, transfer the finished cocktail sauce to a small serving bowl and serve it alongside the roasted shrimp. And with that, your shrimp cocktail is ready to eat. The first time I heard about this dish was actually from the animated movie The Incredibles, when Mr. Incredible is lavished with what I thought was a very fancy meal. But it actually turned out to be quite a cheap and easy thing to make, even from scratch. Of course, you can buy pre-made cocktail sauce and pre-cooked shrimp for relatively inexpensive prices. But making everything freshly from scratch really elevates this dish to the opulence that it rightly deserves, even if it's just shrimp with some sauce. In fact, a form of this dish has existed since ancient times, but this modern American version of shrimp cocktail was created during Prohibition when drinkware was otherwise unused, and was popularized in Las Vegas casinos in the late 1950s. beginning with the Golden Gate Casino, which sold as many as 2,000 shrimp cocktails daily, each for less than $1. And so, by serving this in a cocktail glass, as well as serving it at luxurious places like casinos, the humble shrimp served with tomato horseradish sauce became the famous shrimp cocktail we know today. In terms of this particular recipe, however, it actually comes from the official Stardew Valley cookbook, from which we've done a plethora of recipes that have all been very faithful to the game and quite delicious, and this one is no exception. Learned at the end of year 2 in the game, this recipe will most likely be the last one you learn, but its benefits to your luck and fishing skill make this dish a great meal to have when trying to catch the rarest of the fish in the game. While I can't guarantee that you'll gain any of these benefits in real life if you eat it, this dish is a refreshing meal that allows you to enjoy the simple flavors of the roasted shrimp paired with the tangy sweetness of the cocktail sauce. And it's a great snack to eat, whether you're in a $1,000,000 jet sipping some mimosas, gambling all your money away at a casino, or just enjoying the outdoors and catching some fish. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. In the comments below, let me know how it went if you decided to make it, and let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything you want me to make next. Like this video, share with your friends and family, and subscribe or follow this channel for more episodes of the Max AC channel. And remember, if you want to stay cool in the kitchen, turn your AC to the max and watch the Max AC channel. For this recipe, you will need 1 pound of grape tomatoes,